and we might just be allowed to win this Sao Paulo State Championship against Santos.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Pacific Pursuit, and welcome back to Sao Paulo, where in today's episode we have got two games coming up. The first in the Sao Paulo State Championship final. We have made it to this point and we're coming up against Santos once again in the second leg of our game. We've already played the first leg and then we have a game against Racing Club. Both games today at home. We play against Racing Club in the Copa Libertadores. I mean, if we're going to take a look at the schedule first, I think that'll give us a bit of a better picture. We've had 8 games or 9 games since last time out, so quite a few games. It's 7 out of 9 wins, but those 2 losses that we've had have come in the Copa Libertadores. We are not in a very good position at all on our debut campaign. We're only on 3 points, 3 games left. We'll only get 1 in today. I don't know when. I think I'll show the final game of the group stage. I've not obviously shown any as of yet because we had those 2 games last time out. A 6-1 win against Emelec, and then Vélez qualified, who are actually a really good team from Argentina. They've smashed us 5-2 away, and then Racing Club, we also lost to them 3-1 away, but we play against them in the reverse fixtures. We play against them here. Where's the other one? The other one is at the end, so that's the final game, which is probably the one I will show. We have the Emelec game, which we should be able to get 6 points in. These two will play against each other, and the best probably result would be a draw. But then we play against both of them at home, so hopefully we can go and get a good result against them and qualify. But we'll have to see in that final game, and hopefully we're still in with a bid to go and qualify by that point. So all hope is not lost today. We can obviously win this Sao Paulo State Championship for the 28th time, which would always be nice to go on and do, and hopefully we can go on and do that. We've also had some games with the Brazilian national side, our first 2 games with the team. We played against Uruguay away from home. Endrick scored 2 goals in that game in a player called Ney, not Neymar. Ney, who plays for Man United there, as you can see. He managed to get himself the winning goal in that game, and then a 2-1 win against Ecuador. Players like Davidson, who plays for Liverpool, as you can see there, and Jackson. We used to formerly manage Jackson at Shakhtar. He is a player from Chelsea, as you can see there, and he formerly was of Santos. We've got to also look where these guys come from. So he was from Santos, and Davidson was from where? He's from Fluminense, as you can see there. So we do have some Sao Paulo players in that squad. The squad we took was here. We had Sergeant Tim was the player who came. Actually, there was no place for Rodolfo, for example, was not in that team. I think our only player from Sao Paulo was in fact Sergeant Tim. But yeah, we had Endrick, who's still in this squad. Esteval on that right side, who is obviously a very, very good player. We managed formerly at Leicester. Yankuto is still in this team, but Aldo is still in this team, so a lot of experience in there as well at this point in their careers, and overall we're in quite a good position with that team. But now the focus is on our time with Sao Paulo. Let's get straight into it. The first game of the day against Santos, where we are 3-2 up on aggregate. So the team for this game against Santos: Mateus in goal, backline of Carioca, Murilo, Wallace and Sergeant Tim. We've got Gauna, Villegas and Fernando in the middle. On the left we've got Rodolfo, on the right McCormick, and up top Gabriel da Silva. Kick off here in this game against Santos, 3-2 up, and the chance to win a trophy, which will always be nice, the first trophy, and get one up over. I mean, I don't know if we've already won it actually, because we are like ahead in the table that is going on, but it would be nice to win that trophy against some of our most fierce rivals. As you can see there, just the 1 loss, 2 draws, 13 wins. We have not lost a game in this competition for the last 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 games, and we've not dropped points in the last 9 games by the looks of it. I think it is there, yeah, 9 wins in a row. It's just those Copa Libertadores games. We still need to work on a few things, but I think we can get those wins, especially with that home advantage. It just went wrong for us at the end of the day, but if we can just, get our ideas off, no reason why we can't go on and get those wins,
that we need in this in that competition, but I'm sure we will. We're going in with a lot of good morale. The transfer window's closed now, no signings, but we have a lot of money to spend if we need to make those changes after. We've got the transfer window coming up in a few months' time before the end of the season, and we can strengthen accordingly then. McCormick into De Silva in the middle, and we might just be allowed to win this Sao Paulo State Championship against Santos. It's a lovely finish to make it 1-0, and it's McCormick into De Silva. McCormick might have just got himself a bit of a permanent position there. It's Tony who typically plays there, but McCormick feels like every time he's just involved in everything. He's a very, very good player on that right hand side. Now obviously we need them to go on and perform in the Copa Libertadores, but if we need to make those changes, we can go on and do it accordingly, and hopefully we just get through quickly. We've got about 25 minutes, but I'm going to take this off. Hopefully it doesn't go too long, but I think it will be a little bit better without it. But yeah, hopefully we go on and we go and do well, and make those changes if we need to with that 25 million in budget that we do have. Santos find themselves on the ball here, looking to advance. We're nearly at the end of this first half, but they're in behind, and that shot is well over the bar. We're going to look to make some changes. Obviously we've had Sergeant Tim, who has been playing with the Brazilian national team. Obviously we'll have a Copa, I think it might be actually after the group, because they have such a big break, and it is usually for the international tournaments that happen. They have a big break in those competitions. Carioca's in behind here. It's back post for McCormick to score to make it 2-0 here and 5-2 on aggregate, and I think the job might be done. We are going to win this Sao Paulo State Championship. We'll have a quick trophy lift at the end, but the job's not done. We have a massive game coming up against Racing Club, the Argentinian team. We have two Argentinian teams actually in our group, but I don't think that's something they try and determine with the algorithms. Vélez qualified after the group was drawn. I don't think it's something that they can necessarily prevent, but who knows? It don't really make a difference, to be honest, but just hope them two can draw, really, I think would be the best result. Or one of them beats the other, and then we go and beat the team that loses, and we should get second. Garner with a shot there, and he's not able to do anything in the end, but can't complain, really. It's been a very, very good game. We'll probably go and look to bring a few players off early. They've had a bit of a break for that international, or have they actually? Because I had to manage two games at the same time. It's a bit of an FM thing there, but I had to manage two games. I had to manage the first leg against Santos, and then the Uruguay game, which was crazy. Santos do get themselves a goal here in this game, but whether or not it will cause us any problems, we'll have to see. But it's it's been a good performance, and this has got carried through now into those games against Racing Club, and then we have league games straight after this, I believe, into that league. And there's not too much priority on trying to do anything in particular in the league. Obviously it's our first time in that Brazilian league, but the aim is the Copa Libertadores, and I think the board will be on board with that if that's something we want to go on and achieve. But we'll have to see. Here's Villegas into McCormick. Where can he go? He's going to look to play a ball into the middle. It deflects off someone, not able to get through to anyone in the middle, knocking it around, seeing what they can do. It's over to that far side. Whilst they do that, I'm going to make these changes. Castaneda on, Fernando off. I'm going to bring on I'm going to put Rodolfo into the middle, actually, see how he does, and then Cusqueta onto that left side. It's another attack for Santos. They pull a goal back here. It is still 5-4. They might have just pulled a goal back. It's not been the best start to the second half for us, and it looks like it might be a chance for them to go and make it 2-2 here in this game. Whether or not it's a penalty, we'll have to see. The decision is going to be penalty given. It's going to be a save. The for Mateus, hopefully he can make. We'll have to have a look. The penalty for Santos. They've still got 30 minutes to get back into this game. We've made some changes, particularly in the attacks. Hopefully it can benefit us. The penalty is into that left corner, and that is 2-2 here. Santos back in this game. Only one goal difference now, and we might have just had our hands on the Sao Paulo State Championship, but we might just lose it just as quick. Would be very frustrating if that is the case. It's a free kick here. Castaneda into McCormick. What a little free kick it is. That is really, really intelligent play there, but McCormick just does stray offside a little bit in the end. We'll offer up our praise. I think it's just been a bit of a slow start to the second half, if that's the way to describe it, but I still think we have played quite well. on the most part. And I think in the first leg we actually were quite good, particularly with it being away from home. It will be quite a hostile environment. We still played quite well and got the win in the end, really, which is perfect. What you want in those knockout type of games. A 3-2 win in that away stadium, always nice. Lots of away goals as well, which I don't know how it works here, but it might be a deciding factor, probably not, but it is still something that we have to consider. As we saw in the Asian Champions League, it was a massive deciding factor that we had to use a few times. I think it was actually at least one time, particularly that time against John Buck, if I remember correctly. I think it happened. Santos are on the attack here, the shot goes in, and that's a good save from Mateus. We might have a little bit more to do here in this game. The job words out there. The job might not be done just yet. I think what I was trying to say there. It's a short corner played, bit of defending required on that far side, because Guetta as well to get that out there. More defending required. Those 70 minutes gone here in this game. It looks like we've weathered that storm there in the final few moments of this game, and you feel like Santos might start to run out of steam. The final few moments, the last 10 minutes of what should be normal time. Hopefully we don't go to extra time here. You would like to think that we don't quit out on there. Carioca off. He's had he's forced himself into the team. A really good player. And we've also got some players who may not have been playing as much in the last few games. We've obviously not seen many episodes here, but they might not have been in that particular pre-season period because they've been on loan and stuff like that, and they weren't in those first few games. But they've come on. But it won't matter. The full-time whistle goes. We have done it. We have won the Sao Paulo State Championship. What a performance it is from the boys. We might have had a little bit of lapse in concentration. Seems like we always have those with some of our teams, but we can't complain really. The trophy is going to go into our hands. We have done it. We have beaten all the teams in Sao Paulo. We are the Reis de Sao Paulo, the kings of Sao Paulo. We're going to lift that trophy, and that is a very, very good display. We are champions of Sao Paulo.
And the team for this game against Racing Club, we've got Mateus in goal, a backline of Carioca, Murillo, Vollis and Sergeant Tim. We've got Golna, Bell, Fernando in the midfield, Rodolfo on the left, McCormick on the right, and De Silva up top. Kick-off here in this game against Racing Club, and before the kind of recordings even started, there's a red card for Racing Club. Always ideal if we can go and get them here, Vélez are playing against Emelec, who I'd assume they'd get the win against, and if we go and beat Racing Club here, we are within 1 point, and then if we get that draw, we go ahead, and we beat Emelec, we go ahead, and then we'll have that final game against Vélez tomorrow. If it's a draw, I think there might be a chance that we could go ahead. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think we would tie them. I don't even know. Let's just win this game first. Here's Carioca down that left side. He tries to beat his man. I don't know what that defending was. A bit of like lunge defending. Here's De Silva on the ball. He's going to look to square it. Where will he go? He pulls it back to McCormick. McCormick, where can he go? Into Sergeant Tim. Sergeant Tim going to goal, and is not able to do anything with that in the end, but it's Wallace who wins his header, but we've been caught out in the midfield. Bell, who's returning today from suspension. Lovely tackle in the end by the all-experienced Murillo, and McCormick plays it out to Rodolfo. Rodolfo tries to beat his man, but he can't in the end. We're just running into brick walls here as it stands, and it's a tough position to be in, really. We don't want to concede from here as well, considering we've been in a lot of possession of that ball. It's a ball to Bell. It was supposed to fall to, but he's not able to do anything. What a ball that is behind, though, from McCormick to go into the end, so he squares it to Silva in the middle. 1-0 here in this game, and that goal will stand. There's no flag on this near side. Surely it will stand. It looked like he was in an onside position, but every time we say that, the player usually isn't onside, but the decision is goal given. Lovely finish, and it's that typical trademark goal I feel like we'll be seeing time and time again. McCormick into De Silva. 1-0 here, and that should be a big 3 points that we can hopefully go and wrap up in this second half. Still a bit of time left in the first, but it looks like we might have just got this result all wrapped up, and we can't complain really. It's been a very, very good performance, and hopefully this can continue for this second half. Luis Fernando looks like he's got a bit of an injury. Might have to bring him off. Going on the ball, he can look to go in advance now. Where can he go? He might go out to his left side. He goes to Carioca, who's going to look to potentially play a ball, and he's advancing. He's a right winger who can play centre back, so why not make him a left back who can play left back who can play attacking, because he defends and he does the attacking. I think he's more of a holding midfielder who can make those runs forward
forward, but that's what he's doing here. Rodolfo into the middle, back post, McCormick for 2-0. How did we lose that first game? Because we have been absolutely dominant here. 2-0 against Racing Club. We need to be really good when we come out in this second half. You know, we don't want to be losing a 2-0 lead like how we did against Santos, because I think we have been good, and I think we deserve these 3 points. As it stands, by the looks of it, we are into the... I thought we were in. We can't even mathematically go in because we are 4 points behind going into this day. Rodolfo standing over this free kick. Can he go and make it 3-0? Raise the roof with an absolute screamer. If he can go on and do it, Rodolfo, what will he do here? He's standing over it, taking his time with the decision. He plays it to Sargent. Team with the shot. He just puts that wide. In the end, it's unlucky really that we're not able to convert. 50 minutes gone here in this game. Probably going to look to make a few changes. Probably going to secure the back line. Maybe one of the reasons why we cannot lose those leads, because the energy in the back line does start to fade a little bit at points in the later points in the game. We could get on the end of this. Garner is able to, but he loses out in the end. Probably going to bring off Luis Fernando because he has got that knock by the looks of it. Don't really want to risk anything. Garner sets it up for Bell. You can't go and have the effort. He could have hit that, but he didn't in the end. McCormick into Luis Fernando, and he has the shot and he scores. 3-0 here. Maybe we don't have to take him off. I'm going to do it as a precaution, but he does score to make it 3-0, and this will give us all the confidence going into that game against Vélez, because this is what we need. You know, we need to play like this going into that game. I'm going to bring off Wallace here. I'm going to bring on Hadzik at the back, who we have seen quite a few times. He was part of that squad at the end of last season and has been in the first part of this season, but we're on the attack here once again. Fernando might be the substitution was agreed. It's a free kick. I think we are going to get the changes. Is it going to be a yellow card? I don't think it is. It is going to be a free kick though for us, but we're not able to do anything. Look how high we've been all game. The possession, what's that saying? We had 62%. Look how high we've been able to go. That's the pass map of a team who's attacked all game and been in the opposition's half all game, and you can tell that by the centre back's position. Obviously it's forced back a little bit because, you know, they have had some attacks, but the centre backs quite wide there. We are playing with quite a bit of width, as you can see here, but also doing well in knocking the ball around with the quality and the depth we have in that midfield. But you can tell we played really high because of where these centre backs are positioned, just below the halfway line. You want them in the attack, you know, on the halfway line. Sometimes some teams, I know, like Bayer Leverkusen, Liverpool as well, can have them really, really high, much higher than that. But that is a sign we played really high here in this game, and it looks to have benefited us. We are playing with that high line, quite wide, trying to keep it creative, but also being really effective and hard working in the press, because we want to bring back that Jogo Bonito. If we're going to win this, the Copa Libertadores, and be the best team in South America, we need to show the other South American teams just exactly what that means. So hopefully we can go on and do that with this tactic. Sargent team into Hadzik. He can go over to Carioca on this left side. Can he play a ball in behind potentially for Rodolfo to get onto the end two? Carioca's advancing here. Could look to go and play his ball into the middle. Where will he go? He goes back to Villejas, who's come on into this midfield. It's across to Bell, into McCormick. McCormick beats his man. Lovely turn. Can he get the finish? What a goal it is. McCormick, what a game it's been for him, and what a 2 games it's been. He has absolutely earned his spot in this team. I don't think he'll be going anywhere. The Scottish lad, who is Colombian, has made it to 4-1 here in this game. What a performance, and he is can be credited for 2 of those goals. 4-1 the scoreline. We're seeing that correctly. It's a 10 performance from McCormick, and where we're giving some of the taste of their own medicine, this Racing Club. The Argentinian team, we won't be going to Argentina as part of the Pacific Pursuit, that old rivalry with England, I guess you could say, but we've shown them through Brazil, via Brazil, just what we're all about. That shot is well over the bar. I just want to see this game through now. We don't want anything too heavy really. Do we leave McCormick on to get his hat-trick? I mean, he's had 2 goals, 2 assists. That's why he's got his 10 performance. You can understand. The silver into the middle, and that's into the hands of the Racing Club goalkeeper. I'm going to bring Murillo off. We'll bring on Garcia as a player in this team. We've not seen much on, but he is there. Moreira on, and then Galnov potentially. I think we'll bring on Castaneda into the middle there. Is a very capable player. So much depth in this midfield. I mean, in this game we brought on Villejas and Castaneda. We are missing Tony as a bit of a winger, but just so much depth all over the park. The fact that we've got 2 quality players on the bench who've come off, it makes it really difficult to decide who we play, but these are the players who were starting. Villegas was dropped for this game. His energy levels were a bit low, but also at the same time, I think Bell is a really capable player, and alongside Galna, I think it really makes sense, and we've seen really good things from them two today. And then obviously Luis Fernando is a really creative player in the middle, and we've got to remember we had Mateus Franco as well. 3 players on the bench who we could pick, plus the starting 3 midfielders and I guess wingers, who I guess are part of this in total. What's that, like 6? We have 6 midfielders, really good midfielders. We were in Mateus Franco, but 5, and then on the wings we have the 2 right wings and the left winger and Cusqueta, so 9 really good players. And De Silva up top as well, who has got himself that position in striker. I think we had quite a lot of options at striker, but he was just the one I went with, and he's been really, really good. Can we make any more changes? No, we can't. No, it's a shame we couldn't bring on Cusqueta in this game. Really, probably would have been an ideal situation to get a few minutes. Obviously, has had less minutes recently, but it's I guess it's what happens when we're trying to figure out this team. Rodolfo on that left side, and Carioca is more of the type of profile that we want. We also have Sergeant Tim, who's like Cusqueta in the fact that he's more a right winger, Cusqueta being a left winger, but I think Sergeant Tim makes a bit more sense on that right side, definitely. From what we've seen, there's a ball behind there, it's not able to find McCormick. He'll be frustrated with that because he's obviously trying to force that hat-trick for himself. But the full-time whistle's going to go here in this game. The temporary setup, I must say, it's an incredible performance yesterday. It's been an incredible performance here. We might concede it. It's a lovely save from Mateus. We scored 6 goals. We also conceded 3. But at the end of the day, if we come away with those wins, then we can't complain. We're going to come away with the Sao Paulo State Championship, our first trophy here with Sao Paulo, and we're also going to come away with, hopefully by next episode, a place in the Copa Libertadores round of 16. There's no third place, so it is first and second that we have to do. The full-time whistle is going to go here in this game, and that is another very, very good day at the temporary setup. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow for hopefully a qualification to the next round of the Copa Libertadores. Thank you, bye bye.